I've seen people get on here and have the audacity to attack black women for being tired or for being sad and disappointed by the results of this election. And let me say, first off, you will not ever attack black women on this page, on this channel. That's one. But two, do you understand that black women have been at the forefront of every single movement? Movements do not move without black women. You want to talk about people who advocate for justice? You want to talk about who the pioneers are, who the revolutionaries are, who the organizers are? It is always black women. Always. And black women are so empathetic and compassionate that they fight your battles as well. That they fight for you as well. In addition to their own struggles, they'll fight for you as well because they know and they have enough empathy to understand what struggle feels like, and they don't want you to have to deal with it either. So they'll advocate for you. They'll fight for you. They'll be empathetic with your situation. But for some of y'all to get on here and have the audacity to attack black women, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never. You need to be apologizing to black women, apologizing for letting black women down. They've come to bat for this country time and time and time and time and time again. And when it was time for this country to show up for them, as they've shown up for us and shown up for y'all, you did not. So do not get on here and have the audacity to attack black women. Do not do it. Ever. And I can tell how some of y'all are not well versed in history because historically speaking, and I study history as one of my majors, historically speaking, every successful movement in this country, every successful movement in this country has black women to thank for their success. Every single one. When it comes to movements of progression, when it comes to movements of positive change, when it comes to revolutionary movements, every single activist movement, social justice movement in this country aimed at moving the needle forward and advocating for civil rights, for human rights, for equity, for justice, every single movement of social justice has black women to thank for its success. Every single one. And oftentimes what happens is black women's contributions to these movements are erased from history. What happens is their contributions, their actions are often accredited to a man. That's what happens historically, which is a problem in and of itself with misogyny in this country and its inability to give black women the credit that they so rightfully deserve. But we will not ever attack black women on this platform. If I see a comment like that, absolutely not. We're not doing that. And for those of you who are upset with black women, want to let them know your anger and frustration towards them, movements for social justice degrade, they dissipate without the help of black women. Remember that. Movements for social justice, movements for positive change do not make it. They have not made it. They will not make it without the help of black women. So be very mindful and be careful of who you choose to target your anger towards and your frustration towards, and who you choose to attack. Do not attack black women.